Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today is a very special day because after all this work, after building the wall and then making the adjustments, making the betterments, closing off the side walls, making the mat and everything, we've got everything ready now actually to place the first holes.
Not so fast, my friend. First of all, we gotta show the audience what we actually did to get up to this point. Now, first of all, where did we leave off? Where have we left off this project? Here's a couple of clips of my last video about the 45er system wall. As you can see, it shows pretty much how we built it, and this was the end result of that. Pretty nice wall, absolutely nothing wrong about it, but of course we needed still the mats. We had another problem regarding the closure of the sidewall and stuff like that, because from a security point of view you gotta somehow prevent that people go there and jump down from the other side, since there is this it goes down on the other side basically. So if children running around there and they want to explore and they climb to the backside of the wall and somehow manage to jump off there, so we gotta enclose these side walls here, as I said, the mats. So all these things had still to be done. Now first of all, let's start with how we enclosed the side walls. So this was basically the state of the wall about 1 week ago or something. As you can see, we just finished the mats on the ground, and yeah, it worked out pretty well. Got a couple of pieces there forged together via this coating, and as you can see, there are still some gaps in here with mats that are still not coated. That's gonna happen very soon. Back there's another gap which we already filled, and on the other side there's another gap as well. We already started to enclose these side walls, as you can see. So how did we do that? We simply drew a little bit of a sketch, measured out how much space there has to be filled in order to enclose the side walls, and then we cut these pieces out of our residual pieces of wood basically. Very simple approach. Nevertheless, it had to be pretty accurate because we didn't want to have annoying spaces between the elements of the wall. But yeah, that worked out quite fine. Carried them up and mounted these leftover residual wall pieces basically until the wall was closed. Now this leads me to the third topic. Without actually having holes to mount them on with the counterpart to the screws and stuff. Basically we did that because it would have been much more expensive to buy these walls with the holes in them already, and to make them our own would cost us just insane amounts of time. So what we did, we just pokered here a little bit and said, maybe we can manage to drill our holes that we already have in order to be able to simply screw them on with small screws, and that was my task basically during this whole process. So as you can see here, I made a little bit of a setup with this drilling machine and a little bit of a vacuum cleaner at the side, because one thing you have to know when you're drilling these plastic holes, basically they generate quite some heat when the drill goes in, and also this kind of, I can't really imagine that it's healthy, this steam like thing that goes out there, and it's of course very much better if a vacuum cleaner instantly sucks that away. Also I did this in a place where there was a lot of airflow, quite close to the outside actually, and still I protected my nose and stuff, and also of course I used these glasses and a little bit of a ear protection, as you can see. And what I want to say is, if you want to mimic this kind of thing for your own wall or something, be prepared that this is not basically the cleanest method. It creates some dirt, and it's better to protect your senses and your breathing and stuff from these substances. I don't know, after like 3 sessions of 4 hours of drilling or something each, I managed to get 3 full boxes of holes here for this 45er. Ready to screw them on basically, so let's get it done.
Walte deines Amtes.
So,
Hell yeah.
We're starting with the jug here. We have a very complicated and perfectionized system, of course, on how we put the jugs on and stuff, because you know you gotta have the right density of jug so that you can get to the upper of the wall to check out everything and stuff, you know. And also for the beginners, you know, who don't want to just snap their tendons on their first go on this wall, you gotta have some better holds here. So we're gonna start with the jug. Kind of a cool hold because it's got a jug on either side, on the right and the left. It's done. Perfect. First jug on this wall.
A few more words maybe to this super complicated system that we applied to screwing on the jugs on this wall. The basic principle that I wanted to follow here is that always in the reach of one jug there had to be another 2 jugs in the reach of that, one to the right up and one to the left up, as you can see. And in order to be reachable for most people, I thought that this distance should not be greater than 1 meter. And that's the whole theory of the system that we applied here. We laid basically a mesh over this wall, and that worked out pretty well as well, I have to say, because it keeps the amount of jugs on the wall at a minimum, because you actually want to have hard holds to train, but still there's enough for beginners to climb on. And also if you want to check out harder parts of a boulder problem, for example, which are higher above, and you need to get there somewhere, you need to have these convenient checkout holes which you can utilize to get to your crux. So that's why you should have jugs even on a system training wall that is designed solely for going hard and going balls to the walls.
Alright, so this is the result of the first setting session of today. It took us 3 hours or something to get those holes in, and as you can see the hole density is not too great at the moment, but much more holes are going to come here. I think it's almost half of our holes that we drilled so far, or that I drilled so far. And yeah, we got some jugs in there, some screw-ons at the bottom for sit starting, some screw-ons on the side walls, and some pinches, some edges, all that good stuff. And now we are going to test this thing. Oh yeah. Okay, the shoes make some interesting noise on this wall. Nice.
Alter, ist das?
Get your
It works! Zeitlich steigen, ne?
Vorher.
Und jetzt erweitert den Radius schon um einen Meter.
Mindestens. Umgeschaut.
Ja. Nein, aber wenn du fliegen kannst.
Noch nichts hin, ne?
Du kannst einfach nicht.
Ja.
Nein, wenn es sehr trocken ist, du kannst nirgends.
Du scherst die Schuhe nicht an.
Das auch, ja.
Und spotten. Ne? Man kann ja spotten. Man macht das Schütteln. Achtung, spotten. Das ist super easy von da oben. Das ist überhaupt
Das ist ja keine Höhe, oder?
Nein.
Weil
Ich hab schon kein Boulder.
Ja.
Yes, good job.
Ja. Go top. Ja. Boom. Bam! Erste, oder?
Ja.
Gut, hä?
Ja. Hey, ciao. Ja. Dann darf man wieder unten steigen.
Man muss unten bleiben, gell? So cool! Ja, sehr gut. Und dann auf den nächsten Lilanen und dann wird es richtig gut.
Ja, und ist so
Das ist ein Hammer, gell?
Das ist echt geil. Okay, I think this is a full success so far. We're gonna keep test this thing for a while now, and then when we
10 minutes maybe.
because then we are destroyed. And yeah, when we continue, I will keep you updated how it goes. Again, we want to make some wooden holes here as well.
Yep. Maybe some chunks more.
Maybe a little bit more chugs, just a few. Some underclings missing as well, and
Yep.
slopers we need as well too, a little bit more.
Yep.
And yeah, that's basically it for this episode of the crazy 45-degree system wall. Hope you enjoyed it.
For the monster.
Yeah.
Monster.
And see you soon in the next one. Bye.